Why are you freaking out?
Oh, Mikey, why are you wearing the mask?
It's the coronavirus. This is the only mask I could find.
Then why were you chasing me around the house?
I wasn't chasing you. I was legitimately just standing still the whole time. But anyway, look at Nicky Thicky's channel. It has so much good content.
So you gave me a potential heart attack for an ad for my channel?
Yeah, subscribe to Nicky Thicky.
I'm so sad. My brother doesn't want to hang out with me anymore. What do you think, Mirror Nicholas?
Do you have any advice to give to me?
Don't worry, Nicholas. It's just a phase. He loves you no matter what. Yeah, you're right, Mirror Nicholas.
But he's acting so weird now. But that doesn't matter. He still loves you. You should go up to him and talk to him.
Okay. Okay, yeah, okay.
Yes, of course, yeah.
And that's why I don't hang out with you.
Story time. So last Saturday, it was around 10 a.m. and I was in my bed sleeping like a little baby. All of a sudden, my dad barges in my room saying, "Nick, you are wasting the day away. I want you to get your butt up and I want you to mow the lawn." Okay, I will. So I'm walking downstairs, I'm going outside to get the lawnmower, but then I realized that the lawn is already cut. But I didn't go back to my dad and start fighting with him because I knew he was already in such a bad mood. So as I was cutting the grass, even though it was already cut, my dad comes back with another demand and he says, "Nick, I want you to move those pots and move them somewhere else, just so they're not in the way." In agitation, I stop the lawnmower and I immediately go to the pots to move them somewhere else. So as I was walking to the pots, I hear a subtle sound coming from one of them. And what I find in the pot is so crazy. If you want to know what was in the pot, like for part 2. What we found was a crazy dynamic chupacabra. Just kidding, it was a snake. There was a garter snake in our pot and I didn't know what to do. At first, I wanted to get rid of it. But as time and time went on, I slowly grew to love it. My mom told me to get rid of the snake because she hates snakes. She even said to not even name it because we'll grow attached to it. But we did anyway. We named the snake Corona because it was very cute, but something was also happening as well. My grandparents decided to visit the same time we found Corona, and my grandpa thought it was a smart idea to pour beer on Corona. He poured a Corona on Corona! Corona turned upside down and everything. I thought he died, but he didn't. He was just boozed up. But what happened next is even worse, like for part 3. At this point, I had very little hopes for Corona, but fortunately, he sobered up and he was A-okay. Everything was so good until my godmother decides to pay a visit. When my godmother saw Corona, she said that he needs to go in the wild because he was a wild animal. I sort of agreed with her because a snake can't live in a pot for the rest of its life, so my godmother picked it up and set it free, unfortunately. And it was okay because a wild animal needs to live in the wild, and it was so wholesome. But soon after, a huge bird swooped down and took Corona. And I'm in utter shock, but I am so mad because it's my godmother's fault. If my godmother never grabbed Corona and set Corona free, then a bird would have never ate it. Even a pot is better than a bird's mouth. And that's my story time on how my godmother killed my pet.
Hey guys, I just reached...
Mikey, this is my video.
Nick, what's going on?
I just reached 100,000 followers on TikTok. I am so happy. Mikey, aren't you proud of me?
Yeah, I am proud. I'm proud that your follower count matches your weight, 100,000 pounds.
Mikey, why are you so mean to me?
Because every single time that I make a video like this, you always make fun of me. Last time I was wearing a neon yellow shirt and you called me an obese highlighter.
But Mikey, I'm not wrong. Oh, no, Mikey, wait! I'm sorry, but this is my day.
You're right. Congratulations.
Yay! You bitch.
I wanted a high five.
Story time. So when I was in 4th grade during the winter time, it was kind of getting chilly in my house. So my father decided to light up the fireplace. But my dad didn't have enough wood, so he just grabbed some plastic and cardboard to light up the fire. And you know, it was actually pretty nice. The fire was on and my whole family was watching TV by the fireplace. It was so sentimental. You literally can't get more wholesome than that. But as the fire went out, my parents said that it was time for Mikey and I to go to bed. And it was a really nice night. Until we woke up. When Mikey and I woke up the next morning, if you want to know what happens next, like for part 2. When Mikey and I woke up the next morning, we were sick like dogs. When Mikey and I woke up, we were so nauseous and every 10 minutes we threw up. At first we thought we just had a simple stomach virus, but it was weird that we got it at the same exact time. It was madness. Our dad didn't seem to care that the whole family was sick. He said, guys, you're fine, you just caught something. But if somebody comes to pay a visit, just don't act like you're sick because why would you make others feel worried about you? He, wiping the puke away, said sure. And at that point, Mikey and I couldn't move. Our faces were turning green, my vision was going dark, I thought I was going to die. And the only thing that my dad did was just open a window. Fortunately, that day, somebody actually showed up. If you want to see how this story ends, like for part 3. Somebody actually showed up. The person who showed up to my house was none other than my grandmother. Our grandmother decided to randomly pay a visit just to see Mikey and I. Because our dad told us to act not sick, Mikey and I had to both smile through the pain. But we were really young, so we can't really act. And even though we were smiling, our grandmother obviously saw how green and pale we were. Soon after, my grandmother said, "What's wrong with the kids? What did you do to them?" And my dad kept reassuring her, saying, "No, they're fine. They're just sick. They're fine." Our grandmother went into mother mode, and she said, "I care about the well-being of these kids. They look sick, they look pale, and they look like they're about to die. You know what? I'm gonna call 911, and you can't do anything about it." Our grandmother called a 911. 10 minutes later, I just see 4 ambulances on my driveway. It was intense. Guys, I thought this was gonna be the final part, but I'm losing time and I have a lot more to say. Like for part 4. Just see 4 ambulances on my driveway. It was intense. As the paramedics arrived, they both sent Mikey and I straight to the hospital. But while Mikey and I were getting treatment, the cops went into my house and investigated why we had a sickness. And oof, there were many negatives. Because my dad threw cardboard and other stuff into the fireplace, my house was filled with carbon monoxide. And the strange thing is that the carbon monoxide detector that was in my house was turned off for some reason. While Mikey and I were at the hospital, they had to put us on oxygen to take the carbon monoxide out of our systems. Fortunately, I was on oxygen for 2 minutes.
But unfortunately, because I sucked up more carbon monoxide, I was on oxygen for 2 hours.
But when the doctors told my dad to go on oxygen as well, he refused. I don't know, it didn't seem like my dad wanted to own up to his mistakes. Mikey and I are better now. But if my grandmother never came to my house and called the cops, then Mikey and I would have never even been alive today to tell you this story. Ugh, I'm so bored.
Well, Nick, there's this new YouTuber, like, I've been watching him. He's fun. You should watch him.
I don't want to watch YouTube. I want to do something else.
Nick, go watch the YouTuber right now.
No, Mikey, I don't want to watch YouTube.
Why not?
You're freaking me out. I'm leaving. Mikey, please don't kill me. I don't know why you wanted me to watch this YouTube channel.
Don't worry, it'll all be over soon. Why are you running?
Please don't do anything you want. Please don't kill me. Please, what do you want?
But Nick, I want to show you a YouTuber.
If it's such a hassle, then tell me!
Go follow Nicky Thicky's gaming channel, Infinite Switch, on YouTube.
Wait, so the YouTuber you wanted me to watch was myself?
Yeah, calm down.
You almost gave me a heart attack for advertising my own gaming channel?
Okay, Nick, calm your tits. I'm sorry, goodbye.
Yeah, so, I don't know. Go follow Nicky Thicky's gaming channel, Infinite Switch. There's only 2 videos and they're both actual crap, but... You know, subscribe. Story time. So 2 years ago around the Christmas time is when I got my Nintendo Switch. And the moment I started playing with it, I loved it. And every time that I would play with my Switch, I felt really comfortable. Well, too comfortable. Comfortable enough to show my friends at school. The ignorant kid that I was, one day I decided to bring my Switch to school. I wasn't playing during class, obviously, but I decided to show my friends at lunch. And I felt really happy because I was thinking, wow, I'm bringing my console to school. This is so crazy. So as the lunch bell rang, I put my Switch in its case and I go to my next period class. But there was a bit of a problem. So as I was walking into class, I put my bag down, I opened my bag to get some pencils, and I realized that my Switch was gone. I accidentally left it in the case in the lunchroom! So I immediately run back to the lunchroom hoping that it's there, and it's gone. Somebody stole my Switch. Like for part 2.
Hi, guys. I just reached...
Mikey, stop!
Wait, how did you do that?
I just reached 200,000 followers on TikTok! Yay, Mikey, aren't you proud of me?
I am proud. I'm proud that your body weight finally reached the amount of followers you have, 200,000 pounds.
Mikey, why are you being so rude and disrespectful to me?
It's not my fault if you're giving me the tools.
You know what? Bringing you here was a mistake.
Well, you know what? Your parents making you in the first place was the mistake.
You know what, Mikey? I'm leaving.
Wait, Nick, wait. Nicholas, please.
What, please? Why?
Please stop crying. You're 17, you're not 4.